Do you feel jealous? Do you consider yourself to be a jealous person? It's not very nice to admit. In this video, I'm going to reveal what's really going on when we feel jealous and how to overcome it. And stick around to the end because I'm going to share my personal top tips on how to overcome jealousy when it rears its ugly head. They don't call it the green-eyed monster for nothing. Spoiler alert, gratitude is a very powerful antidote to jealousy, but there is so much more to understand. But before we dive in, I'm running a 5-day Magic of Gratitude challenge from the 31st of March to the 4th of April. If you struggle with jealousy, trust me, you need to join this challenge. I will help you transform your suffering into joy in just 5 days. The link is in the description. There are 3 different ways you can participate, but all of them will have fantastic transformative results. I hope to see you there. So recently I was lucky enough to have a viral video get monetized and my subscriber count went over 100,000, so I got my silver play button. Yay! And I shared a video recently on what that experience was like and how much money I'd earned. And someone wrote a comment which was really interesting to me. They expressed how happy they were for me, but they also made a little comment that kookaburras. Australia bush. All right, we're just gonna keep going. So this person made the comment that they were really happy for me, but the creator part of them was a little bit jealous. It really stood out to me and it really got me thinking, because I've totally been there and I get it. I totally get it. I've had a relationship with jealousy. It's very complicated. So for a really long time, I was a very jealous person. I feel like I came out of the womb jealous. In relationships, in my friendships, in my acting career, in various aspects of my life. And I honestly feel personally that there's far few emotions that feel worse than jealousy. Jealousy and shame are probably my 2 most uncomfortable emotions that I could possibly have. When you're having a bout of jealousy, there is just so much suffering. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure if you're human and you're watching this, you can relate to this in some way, shape or form. There is a reason they call it the green-eyed monster, because it is a monster and it consumes you. It's like drinking poison. Jealousy is a constrictive emotion. It completely constricts your energy field instead of being expansive. It's just a horrible way to live. If you've seen any of my videos before, you'll know that I'm an actor because I talk about it all the time. So as an actor, I have seen jealousy everywhere. Like drama school is like a petri dish for jealousy. It's like, who's the best actor, who's the most talented, who's the prettiest, who's getting the most attention from the teachers, who's most likely to make it, who's landing the best roles, who gets the best auditions, who's got the best agents. Like constant comparison. At its heart, jealousy comes from comparison. If we didn't compare, there'd be nothing to be jealous of. If we're jealous, we're comparing ourselves to someone on some level, and we've decided that we come up short, that we're not enough, that we're not as good as them. Comparison really is a killjoy. So I want to talk about something personal because I think it's a great example and I have moved through it and I'm not judging myself for it. So it'll really hammer the point home, I think. So I want to talk about my experience with my hair. Hair has been a huge issue for me. When I was young, I had a lot of hair. It wasn't thick. It was always a bit thin, but I had a lot of it. It was bushy and I just took it for granted. And then in my late 20s, for some reason, I don't know why, and I still don't know why, my hair started to thin. And 2 decades later, here I am at 48, and my hair has continued to thin. So it's been quite a journey for me, and it's been a point of jealousy for me when I see other women with amazing hair. And I'm not proud of this whatsoever, but I will admit I've had thoughts when I've seen a woman who's really attractive and I've thought, oh, if she didn't have that amazing mane of hair, she wouldn't be that special. So not proud of that, but these were some thoughts that I used to have when I was in the intense pain of the comparison and just not accepting what was. So I can really speak to this. I wasn't able to go straight to gratitude for it, and the stepping stone to gratitude is acceptance. So I worked hard to accept it. Can I accept that my hair is thinning? Can I accept the way it is? Can I accept it? And eventually, yes, I could accept it. It did take time, but I was able to accept that. And now I am able to feel gratitude. I am so grateful that I still have hair on my head. And I know some people will be like, what are you even talking about? But I'm grateful that I've got hair on my head. Lots of people don't. Lots of people have alopecia and complete baldness, and So I'm grateful. There's always going to be someone with better hair, with more subscribers. There's always going to be someone with a thing that you want. But can you accept where you are right now, and can you be grateful for what you already have? The thing that kept me in so much suffering about my hair for so long was I just couldn't accept that it was happening, that it was my reality. And when you push against what is, you just suffer. And I am all for not suffering. My point is, when we compare and when we say things like this about other people, it's just to soothe our ego and to make us feel better. Very low vibe. So if we're thinking anything along the lines of, oh, they only got that role because they're pretty, or because they know someone, or they're well connected, and it's nothing to do with that person's unique abilities or talents, then we've got some justification coming up and we're a little bit jealous. And the reason we do that is because we think on some level that that person's success is taking away from our success. It's taking it from us, which is why at its core, jealousy is coming from a scarcity mindset, that there's not enough to go around. Not enough opportunities, not enough recognition, not enough money, not enough love, just not enough. So when that fellow YouTuber made that comment, underneath that comment was probably the fear that with my success, maybe there wasn't enough success left over for him, or somehow diminishing his chances of success. But the thing is, when we feel jealous, it's someone holding up a mirror to us, holding up a mirror to something that we're not expressing inside of us or committing to. It could be showing you that there's this gift inside of you that needs to be released, to be let out, and you're not doing that. You're not following the steps. You're not working at it. You're ignoring it. And that gift wants to be expressed. And deep down on some level, you know that, and that's painful. We have to be honest with ourselves because we lie to ourselves all the time. In the acting industry, there is scarcity thinking all over the place. There's only a limited number of roles. Only a handful can make it to the top. For every one person that succeeds, 1,000 people will fail. And when we operate from this mindset, we're essentially saying that God or the universe or life is blessing other people and not us. Or the system is rigged, or there's just not enough to go around. So I have learned that that is simply not true. So how do we move beyond jealousy? First, we have to acknowledge that it's happening. That stab, that, oh God, that feels, the twitch when the eye starts twitching. That's when you're like, okay, it's happening. I can't ignore the fact that I'm feeling jealousy at the moment. And then it's okay. Just accept it. I accept that I'm feeling jealous. It's just an emotion. It's not who I am. It's not who I really am. It's just an emotion passing through. I'm not jealous. I'm having a feeling of jealousy passing through me. Secondly, jealousy is giving us fantastic information. It is telling you something really valuable about what you desire or what's going on inside of you. It's highlighting the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So thank you, jealousy, for showing me that I want to be on stage. Or thank you, jealousy, for showing me that I wish that I looked after my body like that person. I wish I had that discipline and that self-respect and I treated my body like a temple. I wish that I had that, and that's what my jealousy is showing me in this moment. If we're really curious, your jealousy is telling you something. And lastly, shifting our thinking from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. This is not about toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing or denying our reality at all. It's about recognizing that there's enough to go around, there's enough for everyone, and someone else shining bright does not dim our light. And I gotta be honest, I don't always get this right. I still have moments of jealousy, of course. I still go unconscious. But most of the time, I'm so aware of what's going on in my body and how I'm feeling that I can identify it pretty quickly because it feels just absolutely diabolical to me. There's also something deeper to consider, and that is our motives. Like, why do we want that thing in the first place? Are our motives pure for wanting that thing, or are we just seeking external validation and worthiness outside of ourselves? I talk about that a lot in that video that went viral, and you're welcome to watch that here. So how have I transformed my relationship with jealousy? There's a few ways. Number one, firstly, I really try to celebrate other people's wins. When I see someone else succeed, I make a conscious effort to be happy for them. It can feel a bit forced, but over time it feels more natural, and you're really keeping your blessings from yourself if you're judging someone else for having what you want. Secondly, you can use jealousy as a compass to tell you what you're envious of Ask yourself, what am I envious of really? And then you use that information to clarify your own goals. Number 3, practice gratitude. It is probably the most important thing. Gratitude really is the antidote to jealousy. It's nearly impossible to feel both gratitude and jealousy at the same time. You just can't. There's no quicker way to manifest anything than gratitude. I'm so passionate about gratitude. It is a wonderful tool for manifesting as well. And that is why I have created my Magic of Gratitude challenge. Developing a gratitude practice literally rewires your brain from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. It's so much easier than you think. So you're welcome to join the challenge. Link is in the description. Number 4, when gratitude feels out of reach, start with acceptance. It is a stepping stone to gratitude. Sometimes we're so deep in jealousy that gratitude is so far away, and acceptance is the next step that we can take, which is what I was talking about earlier with my hair, accepting that my hair is thinning. I couldn't feel gratitude for it, but I could accept that it was happening. Can I accept that I feel jealous? Can I accept that this is happening? Can I accept that this is playing out this way? Can I accept that person has that thing that I want? Can I accept that I look like this, that I feel like this? Can I accept? Can I accept? Can I accept? Number 5, I remind myself that there is abundance everywhere. We live in a world with 8 billion people. There's room for countless successful creators and actors and people from every field, every walk of life. Number 6, instead of comparing yourself to someone, study them. Be insanely curious about how they're doing the thing that you wish that you were able to do. It's very easy to dismiss their achievements with our ego. It's much more useful and beneficial to us if we get curious about them instead. One of my main goals with this YouTube channel is to show people that they can change, that they can live the life that they want, and that they can live from a more heart-centered place and be more loving and have more love on the earth. And so if I was to get jealous of another person in my niche who was doing really well, who was spreading that message and contributing to more love on the planet, if I was getting jealous of them, I am just degrading what I'm doing. I'm taking away from my message. I'm contributing to the problem. I'm coming from fear instead of love. And then I just become part of the problem. So we're all in this together. It's our responsibility to make the world a better place. See you in the next video.